So recently I've been bombarded with a lot of questions from local businesses about what is a marketing agency, how does it work, does it even worth it, how much it costs. So much questions going around, and it is not a bad thing, it is a good thing because I'm answering all of them in this video. So bunch of questions, most commonly asked, very custom ones as well from local businesses. Some of them I compiled myself based on my experience, or some of them are actually from users, from people who I know who have very specific situation and they ask me, will it work it, and so on. So I'll answer every question. And if you're a local business, you want to hire a marketing agency or you want to do paid ads yourself, if you want to do it yourself, it's also great. Probably I'm gonna answer your question. If you have any question, if you have any concern, or even maybe if you haven't thought about it, I'll probably answer it in advance so you can be aware of it. So stick around, it's gonna be very valuable. It's the first time I'm doing this and it's gonna be awesome. So the first question is, how do I know you're not just another guy trying to take my money? Well, this is about me question, so I'll answer it like that. In terms of, you're saying trying to take my money. In terms of marketing is a profit center, not a cost center in our view, because we are a marketing agency and our main goal is to actually have plus on both sides. So this is a core principle of any business partnerships, right? To make it a win-win for both sides. And that's actually how our guarantee works, right? If somebody is familiar, we only get paid if you get paid. And for now, it's 1.7 times your money spent. If you don't make that with us, you don't pay us either. So that is essentially how we don't take money, but rather we allocate the money in the right place so it can be increased in value by multiple. So hope that answers the question. Second question is, do you actually have proof this works for businesses like mine? It is a good question, and I'm gonna tell you, just go to Google Ads, go to Keyword Planner inside Google Ads. I also show it in my videos, and just search up yourself. Search up your niche. If you're a personal trainer, search up personal trainer near me. If you're a carpenter near me. Carpet cleaning near me. Any niche you are, search yourself up and see if people search for you. For example, I remember boxing gyms near me in the United States gets up to 1 million searches every single month. That means good, right? It works for you because it gets up to 1 million searches, which means people search for you. Another way of determining will it work for you is simply try it in Google and see how other competitors are doing, how other people are running Google Ads, and what are their metrics, right? Is it working for them? Surely if there are a lot of people who are running it, well, means it works. So this is the best way to determine will Google Ads work for you. Third question today is, how much is this gonna cost me? I am so sorry, but this question is very vague. But I'm gonna try my best to answer it as well. I think there's some other question that is very close to it, but I'm gonna answer it as well. So how much is gonna cost me? Think of your transaction size. Just think of, if you are a wedding planner, you charge far more than just a hair salon, right? Per session, per conversion. Conversion meaning people bought from you, people booked a call, people took some action. Let's just bring the example. If you're a wedding planner, you might be spending $20 a day depending on transaction size, but as of my experience, $20 a day is a good start. For a month, 2 months to get the data, and then you will get absolutely exponential. Because the thing is, when you get the data, it is so easy to then use that in order to even make your ads even better and make your keywords even better. And I'm talking about Google Ads specifically. Meta Ads, the same thing, basically the same thing. If you have the data, you'll just skyrocket your sales immediately. You just have to wait a little bit longer if your transaction size might be higher and if you don't want to spend a lot. Of course, if you say, okay, I'm gonna spend $100 a day, you're gonna see results. If you don't see results, there's something wrong. You're gonna see results in weeks. So yeah, that is generally in terms of pricing. In terms of our pricing, we make it custom built for the audience. So we take a look at the company, measure how much time it will take us, and then present the price. And of course, it will make sense. It will not be any ridiculous things. Again, we only guarantee results. So if you don't make money, we don't make money either. Can I afford this if I'm barely breaking even right now? I've seen people doing this type of risk. I would not advise. If you're breaking even, if you're not profitable, if you don't have the money, just don't do it. I'll be honest and straightforward. If you don't have the money to do it, don't do it. And when I say if you don't have the money, it means if you're breaking even. If you have some profit, 100% you should do it. Because see, you're already getting your reviews and testimonials. People like you, people recommend you. That is a basic sign that your service works. From then on, you just need to reach more people. It's very straightforward, very simple. So you just have to spend more. But yeah, in terms of breaking even, no, I wouldn't recommend doing paid ads, any sort of paid ads, until you actually find your business profitable and see that, okay, this works. What if I spend money and get no clients? I've answered this in the last question as well. In terms of working with us, you get your money back guarantee. So in terms of our fees, in terms of ad spend, worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario is if you spend a little bit and still get no money, which means you just have to tweak the stuff. But let's say just in anonymous universe, you have something that it is not just working out. It is not a loss because you've tried a thing, right? It is great to try things in business. And as business owners, I'm sure you know how this feels. Like you just try things. Okay, let's try the banner on our ceiling. I don't know. Let's try a banner on our window and see how that works. Okay, it didn't work. Well, spend money. Okay, try this, try that. And this, paid ads. Your best chance to actually win in this game. So instead of spending money on some irrelevant stuff, which may bring you more clients, but not at the scale at paid ads. So this is by far the best risk-reward ratio you're taking when spending money and investing money in your business. It is paid ads. It is actually paid ads. So if you spend money and don't get clients, again, we pay you back your fee that you paid us. In terms of ad spend, you just got some data. You understood, okay, this doesn't work. I don't have time to be involved in marketing. Will you handle everything? That is a good question. If you don't have time to be involved in marketing, of course, this is our job to handle it all for you. But of course, there's some very little things you have to do, such as give us access to your Google Ads or give us access to your Meta account or something very small. In general, there's nothing needed, especially if you mention it, because some of the packages include you doing stuff like, for example, Meta ads, creatives, if I'm far away, and you will usually be far away because we work remotely, we'll ask you to record videos and stuff. But if that's the case, we also have Google Ads, which is the biggest power in our hands. So we can go any way you want. If you want to be involved, don't want to be involved, it's all good. We can make it happen anywhere. Will this take away time from my actual work? I kind of already answered, but there's a mistake in this question. Your actual work is this. Marketing is in your work. So I highly recommend, if you don't want to trust anyone like me, if you don't want to spend anyone on marketing agencies, do it yourself as well, because it is very important. It's a core principle of business. Marketing is one of the most important things. So okay, now I'll go to more specific questions here. I have a question from a plumbing company and says, will this just get me price shoppers or real high quality jobs? Essentially, of course, if you set it up wrong, it may give you price shoppers. But the thing is, you can always fix it by make it more qualified. So you can make any funnel, which is the way your ad works. A funnel is they click on your ad, they go to your website, they go to a thank you page, they go wherever they need, wherever you need them to go. So if your funnel is good, if you're asking specific questions which are tailoring your audience, Meta or Google will optimize for those people, which means it won't be just price shoppers. It will be really high quality leads. So for example, if you put an ad saying jobs start after $3,000, immediately you disqualified anyone who had less than $3,000 for budget in your services, right? So it is general principle. This way you can get high quality jobs, I can guarantee, and it is actually so good because once you get that one or two high quality leads, Meta and Google will optimize for those and get you even more of those automatically. So an auto repair shop asked, can you actually bring in people who need work done now? And Google Ads is perfect for this. It is a straight answer. Google Ads is a place where people search for your service in the moment when they need it. They just do it, right? We do it. I do it. You do it. Everybody does it. It's well known. Everybody does it. So when I'm searching for auto repair, of course, I want it down now. In terms of Meta ads, yes, they might not be interested in you for now, and they might see your ad and they might just save you and then go back later. But Google Ads, yes, of course, I want your service now because I'm searching for you and I'm investing my time in it. Dentist asks, how do you prevent bad leads who book and don't show up? I can imagine how it's horrible for dentistry. I can imagine. So if we see that, okay, this is happening, this is a bad thing, we need to fix it. We usually set up something that will give them value inside of your booking system. Or same as I said, we can qualify them by asking specific questions and taking action. So the harder you make them to buy, the more qualified leads. But first you need the count. So you might even just make it simple and see, okay, are these high quality leads? And if not, just make it one step harder. And if not, one step harder as well. So that is essentially how qualification works. A chiropractor office asks, how do you make sure I get patients and not just clicks? This is an awesome question and I'm gonna answer it now. So in terms of clicks, yes, the ad is great, right? If you make the ad good, if you make the search good, the search keywords, it's awesome. But I've seen a lot of people do this mistake when their landing page is just not converting. And this is essentially what you're talking about. Not just clicks, but actual patients. Your landing page, which is your website, but your landing page should be a separate page from your website. So it's not just a booking page on your website. It should be very tailored and optimized for your specific target audience so you can make it relevant and turn those clicks into customers and not just waste money on clicks. Because in Google Ads, you only pay per click, right? That is correct. So make your landing page as optimized as possible. Maximally optimize it to the target audience and to the location. You'll get your patients immediately. Do I keep ownership of my ad account? Yes, you do. It's simply explained in Google as well. You can check it out in official Google website. You do take ownership of your own ad account. We just share it with you and you get to choose what you give us access to. And it will be very straightforward. Will I get reports I can actually understand? This is a very good question. And this is essentially how we work. Every single week, depending on how you choose as well, but every single week we send you out a report on how everything is doing. And every single week we also do a video call with you, just talking about it, see what we have done, tell you what we will be doing in the future and so on. If you of course have no time, we can do it bi-weekly, but usually we will do them weekly to answer any questions you have and present you with the information. Can I pause or cancel if it's not working? 100%, absolutely. And this is our second guarantee, and we will mention it in proposals as well. First guarantee is money back guarantee, and second guarantee is if you want to call it quits at any time, you can do it. You can do it absolutely, and we're fine with it. No hard feelings at all. We completely understand you in that sense. But keep in mind what is not working, right? What makes you think that it's not working? Maybe it's only 2 weeks or 4 weeks and we're just testing stuff out. So this is the last question for today, and it's a very important question, very interesting question. What if my competitor is already doing ads? Can you beat them? And this is a very good question because I always analyze your competition. Always. Every single time I go into your business, I analyze your competition, who are doing Google ads, who are doing Meta ads, what is happening with them. And I try to figure out how we can outcompete them. So if you're watching and you're asking this question, you can reply to me and I'll get a custom built analysis on your competition and tell you what they're doing wrong and what you can do to outperform them. And I've done this a lot, so I can already get a sense of what's wrong and what's not. So yes, if you want to just get an analysis on your company, anyone, not just you, but anyone, just reach out to me. There will be a link as well to fill out the form and get analysis from me on your competition and in general on your business in terms of marketing. You can do that. You can just fill out the form and get in touch with me. So thanks for watching. Hope you find this video valuable. If you want to schedule a call with me, there was a link in the description as well. If you want to get in touch and done this, all of the setup for paid ads, Google ads or Meta ads, get in touch with me. We can set you up, we can get you going, and we can see if we're a good match.